Peace, family. Welcome back to the Divine Illumination. So, as you can see, we got some new updates, upgrades to the channel. This is now the Divine Illumination Network, and I will be presenting you several different shows over the course of the next month. Today, I am presenting you one of those shows. This show is called Hidden in Plain Light, and in this show, I will be revealing to you the truths that are not perceived as truths to majority of society. It's still looked at as conspiracy theories or a theory of some sort. Everything but fact, right? But we here to show you that these things are indeed facts. And this first episode, we're going to be speaking about telepathy. So, can people really read your mind? Can people hear your thoughts? Are your thoughts your own? We're going to find out today. All right, first thing first. So I know a lot of you people need to see the proof in the pudding. You don't like he say, she say. You need to, seeing is believing. You got to see the proof in the pudding. And one way that I know how to do that is to show you some government files, right? Show you some release files from the government. And this should give you a little more, a little more insight as to what's going on in the realm of telepathy. So let's look at this document here. This is the telepathic behavior modification document. Now, before we get started reading, we can see here that this was documented in September of 1975. Wasn't approved for release until 2000. So with that being said, let's get into it. Behavior modification through telepathic means is in itself applied research. The changes or alterations of human activity desire can be either beneficial or detrimental to the recipient. Soviet research in the field of behavior modification by telepathy dating from the early 1920s through the early 70s has one major objective: application of techniques. So we're going to stop right here for a second. So they've been studying this, how telepathy modifies behavior for over 100 years at this point, since the 1920s. So just keep that in mind as we go through this episode. So in telepathy research, unlike research in most scientific disciplines, the applied phase preceded the basic phase. To put it simply, this is why telepathy is still called a phenomenon, both in the USSR and in the West, right? So it's just based off of the sequence in which they go about the research. So, they play their little games, but they've been studying it for this long. They studying it for a reason. They're not going to invest all this time and money into something that's a fairy tale. That's just not how the government works. So between 1920 and 1943, how you say his name? Vasilev. I'm gonna call him LLV. LLV conducted numerous experiments involving telepathic mental suggestion. His first work involved the mental suggestion of motor or muscle movements, right? So I'm going to just keep reading. These human test subjects were asked to perform various muscular movements through the medium of telepathy. For comparative purposes, some tests were made with hypnotized recipients, while others were placed only in a relaxed state. During the same time frame, 1920 to 43, V also conducted experiments involving the mental suggestion of visual images and sensations with and without hypnosis. Suggest and produce. Oh, wait, hold on, my bad. With and without hypnosis. V's results indicate that it was altogether possible to telepathically suggest and produce voluntarily controllable motor acts as well as influence involuntary uncontrollable movement. So they've been studying this for what, from 20 to 43. That's 23 years they were studying this. So you know they weren't wasting their time for 2 decades, right? So what's going on here is they're using telepathy, I won't say mind control, but aspects of the mind to control someone's body. And they can make them move controllably, very specific movements, or they can make them move incontrollably. So either is possible. In this last section I'm gonna read, it says the NSP team found that EEG recordings changed dramatically when the telepathic impulse contained a message affecting human emotions. So this proves, like I always say, we have to get our mind and heart in sync, because the mind and the heart is connected, right? So when your emotions are tied to your thoughts, it makes that thought hold a lot more weight. It makes it a lot more likely for it to manifest into this physical reality. So our emotions and our thoughts are very closely close-knit, very they tie together. So this is just a little proof. This is one document. This is one CIA file on telepathy. There is more, but I'm not going to keep y'all here all day. But they've been studying these things for a long time. This is since the 1920s. So it's been over 100 years they have access to this information. You know, they are leaps and bounds ahead of what we are being presented with in this file. And that information we will touch on in later episodes. We're going to get into some visual examples, right? Let's see this in action. So we're going to come over here. This dude's name is Max Major. He's like a magician, hypnotic. He does hypnosis and all that stuff like that. Excuse me. But I'm about to show you. He's going to display how telepathy is real. This is not staged to my knowledge. I mean, it's hard to fake something like this. You could just see the reaction on everyone's face as this is happening. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll explain what we're going to do.
All righty.
Can he help? Can I be him?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, to be fair, you and I didn't set anything up. Have a seat right there. Okay.
Go this mic.
Yep. Appreciate that.
You want me here?
That's fine, yeah. Okay, we got a lot of different names here.
All right.
Okay. These are your guys' choices. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to turn to a random page and remember, who did I get? Common, right?
Right.
That's all you're going to do,
Right.
but you're not going to start just yet. Can you hold your right hand out for me? Okay. We're going to put this right here. Don't do anything yet. Just stay just like that, okay? Now, when he does this, you're not going to be able to see what he's doing, because what I want you to do is I want you to look towards Big.
Okay, I want to say something. Not only is this telepathy, but this guy is, if you pay attention, he's very well versed in energy work as well. I mean, the two go hand in hand, but it's little subtle things. If you know, you know. He's an energy worker.
And I want you to close your eyes and put your fingers in your ears so you don't have any distractions. And I want you to just tune into that place how I showed you how to focus before. Take your right hand, blade on top. Take your thumb, pick up and open to a random, like right here on the edge, pick up and open to a random spot I don't want to see. Peel it open, and open, and remember that name. Can you remember it? I'm not looking. Close it. Is that a name you can definitely remember?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's no problem with that. Toss them there in the middle.
Just right in the middle.
Yeah. You can open your eyes. You think you know who it is? What was the experience that you had?
Bro, immediately, he like, it was no hesitation. He's like, yeah, I know. So check this out. See, let's see why he's so confident.
There's like this low voice who kept saying like the rappers. Can I say the name or no?
For the record,
And
there's
check,
no
you got
way
the
that he
name.
could know.
You got the name.
A low voice. This kid said he heard a low voice in his head saying the rapper's name. You know what I mean? So where is this coming from? Let's check it out.
I got the name. Okay.
What name do you think he thought of? I read Big's mind. You're going to read his mind. What name do you think it is?
Snoop Dogg. What?
Is he right?
He's right. He's absolutely right.
Hmm.
Wow.
Crazy.
1,000% right. No bullshit. Car said Snoop on it.
Oh my
Check this
God.
out.
And you could hear that. Excuse my language too, little man. My bad.
I swear to God, there's like a voice like telling me, saying the rapper's name.
It's-
It's Snoop Dogg.
It said the rapper's
Name
name.
is Snoop Dogg.
Yo,
Like, it
this
said
is.
it. I swear.
Shall we keep going?
Yeah, hell yeah, we
I'm
should
ready.
keep going.
I'm ready.
Well, something is picking up the signal from his brain, because that's why he's making him think of that name. Like, say it out loud, because once you say it in your head, you speaking that we can't hear it audibly, but you're sending out a signal, and you send out a signal of that person's name, and he's tuning into that frequency so he can pick up on that signal. He's just relaying it straight to him.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Give the little man a hand. Give the little man.
Crazy,
Little man a
right?
hand.
So I'm gonna show y'all one more. This is Max again. I'm gonna show y'all one more example, man. Y'all check this out.
Okay. You want to go to a different page? Does this make you uncomfortable?
This one right here.
Okay, all right. When I turn away, you're going to look down at whatever page has the paragraphs on it, and you're just going to remember one word that you see. You're going to pick out one word that you see, but do me a favor. We're only going to do this thing one time, so make it a big, interesting, impossible word. The bigger the better. 6, 7, 8 letters, something like that. Yeah, not the or and. Okay, look at the page. Cover my eyes. Cover them up. Okay? Look down at any of the paragraphs. You see a bigger, interesting word? Don't say what it is. Just say got it. Just say got it. Say got it when you got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Dude is picking a random word out of a magazine, random page, completely random. Out of the whole magazine, he's picking one word.
Close the
It's hard to
magazine.
fake.
Drop it on the floor. Can I look?
Yeah.
Okay. You're all the way in the corner. Nobody's behind you. Is there any way anybody could know what word you just looked at in that magazine? On that page, there was probably, I don't know, half dozen paragraphs, yeah?
Right.
In the magazine, half dozen articles probably. Thousands of words in the whole magazine. And you just sniped one in your mind, yeah?
He's gonna fail this one.
Yeah. Kai,
He's gonna fail this one.
no. He's challenging me. Kai, you're going to try to read his mind. So I want you to focus on just the first letter. Only the first letter of that. No. Only the first letter. I'm going to teach you. Only the first letter.
Superpower section.
By the time the night ends, you're going to read somebody's mind. This is a warm-up.
Oh, shit.
You're about to have superpowers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Focus on only the first letter. Don't throw them off, okay? Really see it.
The funny thing is, that's a good point. He says you're gonna have superpowers, and that's how we look at a lot of these things. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna come back to that.
What letter are you getting?
I'm getting like D.
Be honest. Is it a D? Was he close?
No.
What's the first letter?
S.
And then is there a D anywhere in the word? Is he like close in that matter?
No.
No. Okay, I'm gonna guide you.
Damn, what the fuck?
It's not your fault. It's your first time. I saw the Hogwarts stream. I saw the Hogwarts stream. You know, you're starting to learn, baby magician, then we'll build it up, okay? By the end of the night, you're going to be reading everybody's mind. In your head, hear the word, and imagine sending it to all of us, okay? Hear it in your mind. Hear.
Remember what I said, and then he said it quite literally. Hear the word in your head. That's the first step. But even furthermore, imagine sending it to everybody in the room. That's how simple this is. Family. Let's continue.
Hear it in your mind. It's going like echoing. Well, that would be, but it's much bigger because you're like, there's like a rhythm to it.
He can
Something
hear
like
it.
this. Oh, that's funny.
It's not funny. Yeah, you gotta get it.
I want you to think about this. You went into that magazine. You said to yourself, 100 words, thousands words. You just looked at it in your mind. What was the word that you thought of? Say it.
The one I saw?
Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh my God!
Crazy, right? So this dude is literally picking up. He's reading. It's quite literally. It's a great representation of telepathy. He has the person say the name out loud in their head, and like I said, your thoughts are things. So he picks up on the frequency. That's all everything is light, frequency, and sound, or energy, frequency, and vibration, however you want to say it. The great Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, which is sound, light, and sound as well. It's the same difference. But he's picking up on that frequency, and it registers in his mind because he's clear. He can pick up on it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to find one more example.
I don't want to do too many guesses because a lot pops in your head.
12.
Uh-huh.
It's the last one. He was like guessing they passcodes to their phone. Same concept.
Sit up straight. Okay?
All right, y'all check
Cover
this
it
one
up.
out.
It's covered.
Is there any way anybody in the room, did you look at it?
I know the number.
Count out loud from 1 to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're a little heavy on the 4. Was it a 4?
How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah. I said you were going to read his mind, right?
All right, now check this out.
Kai, face away. Sit down.
You got full for real?
Okay, over there in the corner, over there in the corner, over there in the corner. Roll it again, put your hand on top of it. Kai, sit up straight, sit up straight. Okay? Cover it up.
It's covered.
Is there any way anybody in the room...
It's the little things that sit up straight. Your spine got to be straight for that energy to flow properly for you to actually pick up on these signals. You got to be, it's the little things.
You know the number?
I hope not. Fuck no.
Okay, do you know the number?
I know it.
Okay, Kai, I want you to say it over and over in your head over there, okay? Kai, you're going to imagine you hear a voice in your head. Close your eyes, put your fingers in your ears. Close your eyes, put your fingers in your ears.
Stop! Hey! What the fuck was that, bro?
What'd you hear?
A nigga just talked to me.
What do you...
Come on.
Bro, he not BSing either, bro. He not BSing. You could tell. Look at dude's reaction. I'm gonna run it back one more time. Look at dude's reaction.
Imagine you hear a voice in your head. Close your eyes, put your fingers in your ears. Close your eyes, put your fingers in your ears.
Stop! Hey! What the fuck was that, bro?
What'd you hear?
A nigga just talked to me.
What do you...
Come on.
On my mother's life, I swear.
He was saying it in his head. Tell him the number. Tell him the number.
He said the number is number 3. Out of my head. What number was it? Is it number 3?
Was it 3?
Check, check.
What number was it? Bro, what the fuck? Word to my mother, the nigga said the number is number 3. I swear to God, it felt like I was on a number 2 train. The next stop is Ross Navy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's wild. So it's right in front of us, family. It's right in front of us. We ain't gotta think too hard. You ain't gotta overthink nothing. And what I was gonna say earlier is people call this type of stuff, they'll call it super, like you said, you're gonna have superpowers, or it's supernatural. But none of this is super anything. This is simply part of the human genetics. We were all designed to have these abilities. The reason we are not in tune with these abilities is because we've been disconnected through so many different ways by the food. Not only is the food harmful, but it has heavy metals in it, right? As well as microplastics. Microplastics in everything, in the water, the food, same with the metals. They spray it in the air, so it's all over the crops, it's all over everything. And we are electromagnetic beings, so these things disrupt our frequency. They disrupt the frequency, weaken the signal, and cloud our judgment. So we aren't able to tap into the simple things that are innately a part of the human experience. So by us being exposed to all of these harsh chemicals, it's definitely disrupting our frequency and disconnecting us from the things that we are naturally supposed to do. And telepathy is 100% one of those things that is it's supposed to be a part of the human experience. But you can imagine how much more freedom we would have if telepathy was common knowledge right now. It would be no way to stop people from communicating, because right now they're governing everything through your cell phone. You wouldn't need any of that, right? And a lot of the yogis talk about this telepathy. I don't know if y'all familiar with Paramahansa Yogananda. He talks about his yogi experience, and telepathy is all throughout that book, the autobiography of a yogi. So these things are very real, and putting the proof in the pudding for y'all today. So we're going to talk about one more thing, right? So right here. Now we all heard... a lot of people are familiar with the saying like, oh, once you think it, you got to go ahead and do it, because you didn't put it out there. Somebody else might do it. See, this is real. Humanity operates inside of a collective consciousness, right? So that meaning everybody shares thoughts. We have a hive mind, just like the bees or the ants or many other aspects of nature. Our true nature is a hive mind. That's why we're very community oriented. We're very social creatures. So with that being said, we all have access to the same information. We just pull from it at different points in time. But it's the same collective consciousness that every human being is pulling from. Nobody owns their thoughts. Nobody has their own thoughts. We all share thoughts. And depending on your personal vibration, your personal frequency, that determines which pocket of thoughts you pull from, right? Depending on your vibration. But everything is already here, negative, positive, and everything in between. So this right here is an example of humans pulling from the same collective consciousness. And actually, I want to bring this story up from Michael Jackson. He said whenever he gets because he gets a lot of songs in his dreams. So whenever he gets a song or a song idea comes to him, he said he got to go to the studio immediately and record it. Because he knows if he doesn't immediately record it, he said Prince going to get it. Right? So both of these legends understood that everybody is operating in one collective consciousness. So when you get a download, you gotta get with it, because somebody else will act upon it and will bring it to light if you don't. We all share the same ideas. So this is some examples of that, like calculus, independently developed by Isaac Newton, who gets all the credit, right? But also this guy here also discovered or came up with calculus in 1684, around the same time. The telephone, of course, Alexander Graham Bell gets a lot of the credit, but Alicia Gray also, they filed the patents on the same exact day. The same day. And these people are from different parts of the world. Let's see real quick. I'm not familiar where he's from. Let's see. Born in Scotland, right? So we're gonna see where where Alicia is born. Alicia Gray. Let's see where she's born. Oh man, my fault. Alicia, this a dude. My fault, bro. He from Ohio. So Scotland and Ohio, but they filed a patent on the same day. Come on now. So I got another one, The Theory of Evolution. Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace both developed the theory of natural selection at roughly the same time. I'm sure it was around a year or two apart. They're on completely different areas. No communication with each other. Thomas Edison and Joseph Swan, this is another one. They both came up with the light bulb in 1880. Digital technologies, it's the same thing. Jack Kilby and Robert Noyce independently developed the integrated circuit microchip, both in 1959. So these are some examples, along with the Michael Jackson and Prince examples. So I hope by now you're able to see that everybody is tuned into this one collective consciousness, and we can send thoughts to each other. We can communicate to each other without any words, completely by the mind. And this is the direction that we headed. The more that we increase the consciousness of the planet, increase the awareness within ourselves, we will start to remember our abilities, because we're not learning anything new. We already been there. We've been there before. We just remembering all the things that we once used to do that we have now lost. So hopefully I put the proof in the pudding today for y'all, and I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Hidden in Plain Light, because the truth is right there. We just got to open our eyes and have a little understanding, a little discernment. But with that being said, family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next episode. Like I said, y'all stay tuned. We got plenty more episodes coming within the next month. Much love to you all. Peace.